Hello guys, Mr. Acrophobia here today. Today I've got a backfire build for you. Let's get into it. The mask we are using is a Seska mask, which will give you 10% critical hit chance, and it will also give us 10% hazard protection because we're running a NINJABIKE. It's rolled to a blue core. The attributes are 10% hazard protection and 10% headshot damage, which I'd prefer to be critical hit damage, but that's very hard to get. The mod is 12% critical hit damage. The backpack we are using is the exotic NINJABIKE messenger backpack. The cores you get with it are 15% weapon damage, a blue core and a skill tier. And the mod we are using is a 9.7% bleed resistance mod. And the talent, if you didn't know what it was guys, is resourceful. Slots in with any equipped gear set and or brand set item to fulfill a requirement towards unlocking a gear set bonus. Can unlock bonuses from multiple sets simultaneously. Our chest piece is a piece of Umbra initiative, which the bonuses are: one piece will give us obviously the second piece bonus, which is 15% critical hit chance. Third piece is 30% reload speed, and the fourth piece is from the shadows into the light. While in cover, gain 10 stacks per second up to 50. Each stack will give 1% critical hit damage increase and 0.3% rate of fire. Buff does not apply while shooting from cover. While out of cover, agents lose 2 stacks per second at normal speed and 1 stack per second if sprinting. While out of cover and in combat, gain 10 stacks per second up to 50. Each stack will give 0.8% armor regen when it is consumed. Stacks consume 10 stacks per second only in cover. Our core attribute is a weapon core, 12% weapon damage, can be 15%. Attributes are 10% hazard protection, and the mod is a 10% bleed resistance mod. We're using the chest piece because of the extra bonus talent you get, which is from the shadows. It increases max stacks from the shadows from 50 to 100 and stack gain from 10 to 20. Our next piece of Umbra is the holster, which is rolled to a red core, 15% weapon damage, and the attribute is hazard protection. Our knee pads is a YOL gear piece. So the first piece will give us 10% hazard protection, and because of the NINJABIKE we'll get 5% weapon damage as well. The core is a blue core, and the attributes are hazard protection 10% and 12% critical hit damage. Our third and final piece of Umbra initiative is the gloves, which is a red core, 6%. It can be 15%, but it's hard to get. The gloves attribute is 10% hazard protection. The primary weapon we're using guys is the BACKFIRE SMG, and this gives us a lot of damage. The core attributes are 15% SMG damage, 15% critical hit chance, and 9% magazine size, but obviously you can max these stats out, so there'll be more. And the talent is payment in kind. Dealing damage to enemies adds a stack of 1% critical hit damage up to 200 stacks lasting 10 seconds. On reload, apply a 10-second bleed to yourself, which deals 0.5% armor damage per stack. The attachments are here. Our secondary weapon is the mop. This is just to get some extra survivability, to get a quick kill. The core attributes are 14.7% shotgun damage, which can be 15%, 11% damage to armor, which can be 12%. Attributes are 10% armor on kill. And the talent is preservation. Killing an enemy repairs 10% armor over 5 seconds. Headshot kills improve the repair by an additional 10%. So if you get a headshot with a shotgun guys quick, you'll get 30% armor on kill. 20% from the headshot and 10% from the attribute. Our pistol, you can use anything you want really guys, but I use the orbit from the dark zone, which the core attributes is 15% pistol damage, 10% damage to targets out of cover, and the talent is perfect finisher. Swapping from this weapon within 10 seconds of killing an enemy grants 35% critical hit chance and 40% critical hit damage for 15 seconds. And the mods are there as well for you to read. Our first skill we're using is the Fixer Drone, which is tier 2 because of the skill tier on the backpack and the skill tier you get from the technician specialization. Our second skill we're using is the Crusader Ballistic Shield, just for more survivability, and is tier 5 because we get 3 tiers from our armor cores. We have 3 armor cores. We get a tier from our backpack, the NINJABIKE, and we get a tier from the technician specialization, and the mods are there. I'll show you a picture of the build guys, and I'll show you the stats as well. Our bleed resistance altogether is 99.7%. Our hazard is 80%. That's the stats with the build guys. I hope you enjoy and have a nice day.
Go on ahead.
What the fuck was that? It came from inside the building?
Once you're inside, find a way to the atrium.
Hostile radio intercepted.
We're under attack. It might be a diversion, so be ready.
Hostile radio intercepted.
I'm heading upstairs to the hostage. Everybody, get to the atrium.
Saint's here.
The who now?
Hyena big shot. Real unpleasant. We need to kill this asshole.